Hey everyone, it's Pat from Pat's Ave Music, and thank you for joining me for another video. Now, this could be your first solo outing, could be the first time you're soloing. If so, great. So, there's the times already. If you've already seen this intro, no need to see me waffle on again. So, this is a backing track. Now, I use that term very loosely because it's just me playing rhythm. But, throughout this video, and especially when you click the time link for backing track, you'll see what chords I'm playing and when, so you could play along with the chords if you want. You could just practice holding a chord and wait until the next one comes on. You could practice the rhythm of one chord and then wait until that chord comes again. Or you could practice soloing like the start of the video. I'm going to show you everything in this one video, but it is a very, very loose backing track. It's just me playing guitar. I thought, let's take out all the other instruments. You can just focus on what I'm playing and what you could potentially play as well. So if you haven't soloed before, I know it sounds scary and it's terrifying, and you look down and you see so many frets and so many strings. Just think to yourself, there's only 12 notes on the guitar and they just keep repeating. So if you get a wrong note, well, chances are the right note is going to be right next to it. Now what I'm about to show you is two different scales. If you already know the F sharp minor pentatonic scale or the A major scale, if you already know those two, hey, skip to the backing track and start jamming along. If you're not sure, I'm going to show you how to play them right now. If all of that theory just went over your head, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to show you how to play them anyway, and I'm going to show you we're going to start with the very easiest way, how I would start soloing if I was thinking about something like this. Now the last thing I will say, that in the backing track, you'll see different numbers or different frets highlighted. What I'm showing you there is that if there's an A chord, well, I'm showing you, maybe you want to play an A note. Something like that. And if you play that A note over an A chord, you know it's going to sound great. So that's what the colouring is. But otherwise, skip to the backing track if you know those scales, or hang around and let's work out the scales together right now. If you're just starting out, this is your first time soloing, there's so many things to worry about, whether it's this hand or both together or different strings. Alright, I'm just going to show you just 6 different notes to think about. Just 6. Take everything else away, just focus on playing these 6 notes. And that means if you even just focus on one of those 6 notes that I showed you, you can just focus on making it sound really nice and clean, or focus on different rhythms on that one note, and you know it's going to sound good. So here are the 6 different notes. I would be playing, use whichever finger. I'm going to be using my first and third finger, but use whichever finger you feel comfortable with. So I would be playing the 2nd fret on the D string. That's your E note. On the 4th fret, same string, use your 3rd finger. I'd be playing my F sharp. There's 2 notes. Drop down a string and play the same frets. So, 2nd fret on the G string is going to be your A note. 4th fret on the G string is going to be your B. Great, so even treat that as an exercise. Just walking on those 4 notes. Next, just move up a position and play with your 3rd finger. You play the 6th fret on the D string. So that's your G sharp, and then move down a string and play 3rd finger again on the G string. That is going to be your C sharp. So that's our 6 notes. Now if you just play one of those notes, or 2 of those notes, it's going to sound great throughout the entire song. So if you're just starting out, worry about those 6 notes. Otherwise, here are the scales I'm going to teach you. So here is A major scale. There's all the tab there. Here's the fingers that I would use. I would use my 2nd finger, then my pinky, then my 1st, then my 2nd, then my pinky, then my 1st, then my 3rd, then my pinky. Continuing, so that's 1 octave. Continuing, I would use my 1st finger, 3rd finger, and then my pinky, my 2nd finger, and my pinky, my 1st finger, then my 2nd finger. So here's the 2 octave scale. And again, you could just pick out a few frets. But that's all of the scale, so at least you know an entire position to play. Next scale, like just practice it, pick a couple of frets. The more you play, the more knowledge you'll get, and the better you get. So let's go on to the next scale, which is the F sharp minor pentatonic scale. So first finger on the second fret, then pinky, drop down a string first and third, drop down a string first and third, drop down a string first and third finger, drop down a string first and pinky, drop down a string first and pinky. But it is important to note that it ends on the with second fret with your first finger on the first string. So that's the octave. Now again, any of those frets are going to sound great, but that's the entire scale. Done. 2 scales done. Now, if you want to have a lot of fun, and you want to play high up on the neck, and you really want to cut through the mix, then take that same scale that we just learnt on the second fret, the F sharp, but do it all the way up on the 14th fret. Same exact shape. So then what you've done is you've taken the scale and you moved it all the way up an octave. So you can, same thing, you can just keep soloing up there. You could start something down here, and then you can go up there. And it's just going to be up an octave. It's going to sound great, it's going to be heaps of fun to play. So, if that was a lot, those are our 2 scales. You can solo using any of those notes over the entire song and it's going to sound great. Coming up right now is the backing track. If you're just starting out, just try any of those 6 notes and it's going to sound great. Just focus on one. And when a new chord comes up, jump onto another note. That's a great way to start. You know it's going to sound good. And if you're not sure or you don't like the sound, just try one of the other 6 notes. See how you go. It's all about your personal taste. But that's it. So we're diving right now into the backing track. Remember, as if you see any different colored notes, those are root notes. Or, for example, if there's an A chord, the colored note would be the A note. Have fun. Let me know. Do you want to see more videos like this? Heaps of fun for me to do. Hopefully heaps of fun for you. If you like it, leave it a like and let me know below in the comment section. I'll see you again. Enjoy the backing track.